church a little early. I had an emergency with something personal. 93 degrees, by the way. And I'm on my way to the Bath and Body to pick up an order again. I know I keep saying I'm going to stop, and I don't stop. I don't stop, you all. But it was a health emergency. You know, I'm fine. Nothing major. Everything's good. I feel good now. I feel a lot better. Anyhow, this YouTube stuff keeps my mind off of everything that's going on with me. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But let me just say, it's usually, isn't it the pot calling the kettle black? This time it's the kettle calling the pot black. And I'm going to leave it there because, how do you say it? YK. Okay, I'm getting into the lingo. I'm getting into the short stuff that the YouTubers say all the time. Isn't it embarrassing though? Like, I don't know, I'm embarrassed to be at this age and speaking in abbreviations, I guess, or short letter. I don't even know what you call it, in text. Speaking in text like that. But I'm learning, everyone. Anyhow, I just also picked up some food, you all. And guess who was there? At El Pato. You all know that I love El Pato. Yep, that gentleman. And the girl, there was this girl there, and I wasn't gonna say anything. Like, she's real nice too, by the way. And she's always very friendly. She says hello and everything. Very nice girl. And I was looking at her because I was like, oh, is she pregnant? You know? And anyway, she causes attention, and she like signals to him, like, look at the drive-thru, look who's there. And I just like smiled and turned, you know, like I didn't know what was going on. You know when something's going on, you know. I don't know what's up with that though. He's seen me with my husband and all. I don't think he's trying to flirt. I don't know. I'm just gonna have fun with it. Like, if he smiles, I smile. That's the extent of it. You know, like, I'm not trying to date this guy. You know, aka cheat on my husband. You want my husband? It's just a little, like, excitement in my life, okay? Because I'm not going to share that because it's something somebody's going to throw in my face right away. Oh, she's not even with her husband. Her husband doesn't even love her. She doesn't even love her husband. They would have lose it. You all talk like that. You know, I see it in chat. And anytime anybody shares something personal, you all want to throw it in their face right away. That's low. That's very cowardly, by the way. I've already had it done to me. That's very cowardly. It really is. Just like suddenly unfriending me without even letting me know, like, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore. You suck. You know, I'm going to unfriend you. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, you know. Thanks for being my fake friend for a short time. And let me just say that. Thank you for being my fake friend. You know, I knew you were never my friend. And you never wanted to be my friend. So, I mean, I don't know where you want me to be hurt in all this. I'm not. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because I just want to let you know that thank you. I thank the people when they get out of my life. I really do, because it leaves room for the right people to come in. You know, and it happens every time. God never fails, you know. And I'm not saying that these people are bad. In no way did I say that. They're just very different from me. We're not cut from the same cloth. They are into other stuff like drama and just stirring up and instigating crap on YouTube and chats especially. They can't let stuff go. They have to keep inserting themselves. everybody like, oh, feel sorry for me, everybody. Look what they did to me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not like into that, you know. I've been done wrong plenty, but I'm like, it is what it is. They did me wrong. Like, bye, I'm moving on. And I walk away. It's that simple. Why are you trying to get in front of me, little yellow car? You look like an egg. Not even a banana. You're so small. You're only as big as an egg. Anyway, and then with your child, come on now. You can get into an accident. Anyhow, but anyway, I just want to say that no, out of all of that, I am not cheating on my husband. My husband's good to me, you all. He is. He really is. I mean, yeah, he's got his issues. So do I. Nobody's perfect. And in a relationship, you learn to deal with it. You learn to work on it. And you know that it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. But if you're in it for the long run, then you're going to be, you'll be there no matter what. And it's the same thing with friendships. Sometimes friends will let you down. It happens, right? I'm sure I'll let people down as well. I'm not always in agreement with everything, and people get mad. Why aren't you agreeing with me? Why aren't you fighting with me? Because I'm done. Like, you need to just, there are things to fight for, and usually when you fight for things, it's because you care about them. And when you don't fight for them, that doesn't mean that you don't care about those things. It just means that you already know that there's nothing you can do to make it better. And you've already tried, and you've given it all you've got, and you're just like, okay, I gotta let this person go. This person needs to be able to, like, start holding their own and standing strong on their own and not depend on anyone else. And it's better that way. Trust me. It is better that way. I've done it for such a long time. And that's what brings you closer to God. When you do that. When you finally let go of people and you hold on to God. And you look to God for every single thing in your life. Everything. You know, not just some of the stuff. Not like the really important stuff like your health or your mental health. But everything. God, is this good for me to do? Is it like the Bath and Body? God, is it okay for me to get Bath and Body? You know, like, is it alright? My finances, you know? And by the way, I got it on sale. It's the room, what do you call it? Oh God, now I sound like blind. What do you call it? No offense, blind. And I'm just joking, blind. Don't take offense to it. But what do you call them? You know, those room sprays. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Room sprays. Let me take you all out of the sun. You're all baked enough. I got those. They were like $3.95 each, and I didn't get a lot. I only got like 4 because I'm like, no, I'm going to keep it to a limit. And then I got my free gift also because it was already time for me to get the other free gift. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I got my free gift, and that's really what I'm like really wanting. I just didn't want to come just for the free gift. You know, I wanted to get those room sprays because they smell really good. However, they were already out. If you're like me, that you wait all the way to 11 o'clock at night when you know the sale is going on all day, you should know already that the good ones are going to be gone. You're going to get whatever is left, whatever they say is still available. That's what I do. And I don't know why I do that when I know better, but I do it. And I wasn't doing anything all day. I was watching movies on Tubi. What else did I? That's it. I didn't even clean the apartment. I'll probably start cleaning either today or tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday. Oh my God. You know, I know it's Sunday today. I went to church. Duh. But why did I think it was Saturday for just that split second? I don't know. My mind is everywhere, guys. Like I said, I've been through a lot lately. And yeah, I have a headache right now. And I'm hungry. So that doesn't help any. But yeah, I'll probably start cleaning tomorrow. Oh look, a rainbow hair. When I get older, that's what I'm gonna do. Hate me, love it, I don't care. I am gonna get pink in my hair when I get older. If it's not pink, it's gonna be blue, like a baby blue or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do that to my hair. And trust me, I'm already like almost to that point because I get grays really bad on my hair now, and I get tired of dyeing my hair. Although it looks better when it's dyed, but I mean, I get tired of it. And I don't know how those women do it. The ones that are going gray, and they have like half of their head with gray, and then the other half of their hair is like black or brown or something, and it looks horrible. It looks horrible. And I'm like, no, I would go get it done at the salon, like dye my bottom to match the top, you know? If I'm gonna go that far, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna walk around with half of my hair gray and the other half brown. And once I do that, then that's when I'm gonna put in some either blue streaks or pink streaks. Probably more than likely pink. I'm gonna be hip. I don't care what you all think or what you all say. Let me tell you that much. I am gonna be hip. I'm gonna be that grandma. I'm gonna be Grandma Moon. Okay, I'm gonna put my real name in there. Insert real name. Those of you who know my real name, just think about it. A t-shirt. Picture it. Grandma. There you go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have fun. And you know why? Because I'm tired. I'm tired. Not into, hold on. Water break. I'm tired of being sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick. I'm tired of always thinking about being sick. I'm tired of always thinking about what's going to happen next to me. Am I going to be okay today? Am I going to be okay tomorrow when I wake up? I'm tired of living like that. So if I make it to the age of 60, which I still have a while to go, but still, if I make it there, I'm going to have fun. And if I go out after 60, when I'm 61, some of you will get that. Oh well, at least I went out with a bang. I went out with my gray and pink hair. And I went out as Grandma Moon. So I am okay with it. In fact, I'm already looking forward to it. But right now I just saw a girl that's pregnant. And I was thinking how my husband's daughter, she sent me a picture of, she's pregnant again, and she sent me a picture of the sonogram. And the baby looks so cute. I'm like, oh my God, he looks like his dad and Locke. Locke is the grandson. And Locke is 2 years old. He just turned 2 on April Fool's Day. He was born on April Fool's Day. He just came out like, April Fool, I'm here. You thought you were just fat, but I'm here, And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And I just told her, oh, he looks like his dad and Locke. And she's like, you think so? She's like, well, we'll find out when he's here. And I said, well, regardless, I said, we already love him too. We already love him too. We love both the babies, and we just can't hardly wait. It's just a breath of fresh air to see new life come into your life, When you're thinking your life is over and you see new life coming in, you're like, yes, this is what I needed. I needed something else to live for. And this is it. This is perfect, And that's what matters, you all. Yes, we all want friends. Sometimes I get lonely and I want, oh, by the way, let me just say this real quick before I get down. My friend, the neighbor, she's a little special. Yeah, you all know what I mean? Like, I kind of sensed it in the beginning when I first met her, when she said that she asked the landlady about me and my son moving in because she likes to know who her neighbors are. That kind of special, you know, kind of like Karen-ish, but yeah, not kind of, yeah. But I'm like, okay, well, but when her and I started talking, she seems really friendly and everything, so I overlooked all that, right? And I was like, yes, I have a friend now, you know, and I have her phone number, and I've texted her, and she texts me back and everything. But then yesterday, when I was washing the old litter box that I have for my cat, because my son wants it, it goes in a corner, and it's real tall, and my cat has been having accidents outside her litter box, because my cat's already of age. She's like my age in human years, and she's been finding it hard to lift her legs, her little chubby legs. She can't really lift them up that great to get into the litter box. I figured it out. So on Friday, I got her another litter box at PetSmart that's wider and lower to the ground. It's more like for kittens, but it's also for your senior cats. FYI, in case you're looking, you know. And I saw her use it yesterday, and wow, what a change. I think even she loves it, because she's like, looks at it, and she's like, oh. And she didn't even bother to hesitate. She just walked right in. She didn't have to lift her little legs, and she did her business and came right out, you know. And where was I going with this, you all? Oh yeah, so I was outside washing the litter box, the old one, and then she calls out to me, and I look up and I was like, oh hey, how's it going? I'm washing this litter box, you know, because my son wants it, and I got my cat a new one. And she's like, oh okay, hey. She goes, yeah, I'm gonna get something like that for my dog to bathe him in, because yeah, they don't have tubs here, and I need something. Go, yeah, you know what, that's a good idea. I would give you this one, but it's really dirty. All this stuff is stuck on there, and I've been scrubbing it since this morning, and then I stopped, and then I just barely came back out to finish scrubbing on it, right? And she's like, oh no, I'll buy one, you know. And she's like, hey, actually I'm here to talk to you because I really need your help. And I'm looking at her like, what happened? What's wrong? You know, because I mean, the way she said it. And she's like, well, I already talked to your son and his wife. You know that cat that just had a litter? And I'm looking at her like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's over there, and I'm the only one that's been feeding her, and she didn't like the food I gave her, so I had to buy some other food, and I'm going to go later to the store to buy some other food because she didn't like the wet food. And I was like, oh, okay. And I said, all I give my cat is kibble, which, by the way, I need to buy her some more, but I'll get that probably Thursday. Anyway, so I was like, or maybe tomorrow. No, my son's off tomorrow. Tuesday. I'll probably get it Tuesday. Anyway, so I was like, okay. And then she was like, well, we really need to get her out of here. And I'm looking at her like, and you would like my help? How? And she's like, well, you know, the yardmen come on Thursday. They're going to kill those cats. They don't care. They're going to run the weed eater through there, and they're going to kill them. And I was like, well, I would hope not. I would hope that they would see them, you know? And then she was like, no, they don't care. Am I coming out on camera, you all? I hope not. Even though I look halfway decent today, but I still hope not. And I was like, well, let's hope not. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And she's like, but she needs to move her kittens. She needs to move them out of there. And I said, she will. I said, mama cats are really good with their kittens. You know, like if they sense anything going on, they'll move them. They'll go hide them somewhere else where they're safe. And she's like, I would feel better if we got rid of them. Like, do you know of a place we could take them to, like some kind of sanctuary? And I said, no. And he said, trust me, I have been wanting to open a cat sanctuary for all these stray cats because it breaks my heart seeing them out there, especially the mama cats with kittens. You know, the kittens are new to this world. They don't deserve this kind of life that they're going to get, living out on the streets, no home, not knowing if they're going to eat or not, possibly getting run over, you know, just all these horrible things that can happen to them. And I said, so trust me, you know, if I could get a loan to open up something like that, you know, on the other side of town where there's land, I would do something like that. I would get a building, rent a building or something, and have that going on. But of course I would need help. I would need the right resources and everything, and I'm not business savvy, but I'm willing to give it a try if I could do all that. But I know they're not going to give me anything because I'm not even working, you know. So, but we'll see. I'll have to research it some more. But anyway, she's like, yeah, she's like, also for dogs. She goes, I would do something like that for dogs. And I said, yeah, but dogs you can take anywhere and drop them off. They'll take them anywhere. You know, they'll take those in faster than they do the cats. And she's like, well, what about the Humane Society? And I said, yeah, that's the last place I would want to take them. I said, they're only going to give them like a week or two, and if nobody adopts them, they're going to get rid of them. And I don't mean like transport them somewhere else. I mean, they're going to get rid of them. And she's like, no, they're not supposed to do that. They tell me that they don't do that. They tell me that they find them homes. And I said, I would have to give them a call to confirm that. I said, but I can tell you right now that they don't have room for all these pets as it is. Which is why they're giving a timeline, you know? And if that timeline exceeds their stay, then yeah, they have to get rid of them, because, I mean, even if they transport them to another Humane Society, all these places are full. So they're going to have to get rid of some there to bring those over, and it just goes on as a vicious circle, you know? And I said, look, there's this other place, you know, further down, outside the city limits, where I was thinking about opening the sanctuary, right? Well, my thoughts, my wishes, right? I'll give them a call. Well, can you all believe I can't remember? I cannot remember the name of the place. And anyhow, I'm going to probably have to pass by there sometime during the week and find out the name of the place before Thursday. Unless I can find it before Thursday. I text this other place, you know, asking if they were taken astray. They didn't text me back, so probably that means no. I'll keep looking, you all. So y'all, you know, prayers for that, because I would hate for any cat to be taken to the humane. Remember what happened with the black cat at the other apartment? Didn't I cry? Didn't I cry when she went missing? And I was like, they're gonna kill her. They're just gonna be, oh my God. And I was like telling my husband and everything, and I was praying to God, and then all of a sudden, poof, she was back, and she was already spaded. Now I think, and I was telling her this, what Animal Control does is they'll pick up the strays, they'll go spade and neuter them, and then they'll drop them back off, which is a good thing, because at least they're letting them live. They're letting them live their life, and they don't have to worry about getting pregnant or impregnating another cat, you know. And I know that sounds funny, but it's true, you know. So anyhow, I'm gonna go, you guys, because it's getting late, and my husband's gonna call me any minute like, what took you so long to get up? Husbands, you all know husbands. And he doesn't know that I'm here at the Bath and Body, because he doesn't know that I ordered something. So I love you all. You all enjoy your Sunday, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.